For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Randall, no good. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. A shot by Crowder, no good.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And that's now 11 points for Steph Curry. Lawson kicks to Mirotic. There's a good screen. Mirotic, the screen. Pass to Turner. Off the pick. Second chance shot. San Antonio with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Now Lawson, following Ray Allen's three-point attempt. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Now here's Allen. An 11-point game for him in the win against Phoenix. Wade outside. The pass to Mirotic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one. So for the Jazz, their last game, a win against the Suns. Curry. The offensive rebound. Randall kicks to Allen. Feeds to Curry. Puts up a 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Wade outside. Turner with the screen for Wade. The dish to Mirotic. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a 3-point play.
It's really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Noel's checked in for Turner. Johnson comes in for Crowder. And Darren Williams is subbed in for Ty Lawson. Now here is Martin. Shoots from 14. And another basket for San Antonio.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Johnson kicks to Mirotic. Johnson sets the screen for Mirotic. T-Wade on the wing. It's rebounded by Roy Hibbert.
And the one thing you can typically count on from Roy Hibbert is great rim protection. Last year, he dipped a little, down to 1.5 blocks a game from over 2 the year before, but shooters still had to account for him every time they drove to the rim.
There's 1:26 left in the first quarter. Williams kicks to Johnson. Johnson with a screen on Martin. Whoops, they pick off the pass. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Powered down with both hands.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Well, getting back to Hibbert, last year was a down one for him in a few areas. He put up his lowest points per game average since his rookie year. And Clark, his minutes in general were way down.
Yeah, and I think he may be at a bit of a crossroads in his career right now. A couple of years ago, signed the big contract. He's got the talent, and he's got the desire. I think it's just a matter of him having the confidence that will lead to consistency.
And he gets it to go. Covington's got his first bucket of the night.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner. You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Stoudemire. And it's D. Wade with the rebound. Johnson, the pass to Wade. With 4 seconds on the clock, can't hit. And now let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack of this Denver Nugget team. Well, that was the game plan a couple years ago when Denver was good enough to make the playoffs and Ty Lawson was at the control.
You know, but not enough firepower to be able to sustain with the elite teams, say like the Warriors or the Rockets. Ty Lawson, a solid, dependable player in our league, but this is still a league where you need your superstars to win rings.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score, multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
Nerlens Noel is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Turner. Then there's Calderon, and it's Smith in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Now here's Crowder. Back to Turner. 4 on the shot clock. Calderon against Martin. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Calderon. And here is Curry. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Plumlee is checked in for Stoudemire. Warren comes in for Robert Covington. And Allen subbed in for Kevin Martin.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements, one of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off.
Now Noel, after T.J. Warren's three-pointer that didn't go, here's Turner. The shot is off. Plumlee with some nice D. San Antonio leading by 11. Warren dishes to Curry. A 3-ball. Good work defensively by Turner. Jazz have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Smith up top, guarded by Curry. Calderon kicks to Crowder. Noel, a screen on Randall. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Curry gets the bucket.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Noel, a screen on Curry. Smith kicks to Noel. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Here's Curry with the 3. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Crowder, the pass to Calderon. There's a screen by Noel. Calderon kicks to Noel. Smith dishes to Turner. The Jazz working the ball around now. Calderon, that's for 2. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Now here's Plumlee. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Mirotic is checked in for Nerlens Noel. Johnson comes in for Crowder. Wade, he's checked in for Jose Calderon. And it's Lawson in for Ish Smith. Here's Curry. He's got 23. It's tipped. Over to the left wing. From the top of the key, he makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Johnson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. He feeds it to Wade. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Wade's got his first basket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Kicks it to Curry. From deep three-point range, and again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
A different look now for San Antonio. Amari Stoudemire, he's checked in for Plumlee. Robert Covington comes in for T.J. Warren, and Martin subbed in for Curry. 1:24 left in the first half of the game. Johnson kicks to Lawson. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Dwayne Wade.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night here. Jazz trail by 21. Lawson is doubled to the middle, deflects the pass, and he gets the bucket. 10 points for Nikola Mirotic.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
High post, Stoudemire. Over to the wing from 17 feet out, and it's San Antonio with another.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Johnson after the basket by San Antonio. He dishes it to Mirotic. 5 on the clock. The three-pointer no good.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Lawson the pass to Wade. From deep. And so a pretty lopsided game.
I'm here with Coach.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 28 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. He's been in the... Well, that's all for now, as it looks like the second half is just...
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
How about Steph Curry in this one? 28 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
Yeah, and Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Randall out there with Plumlee. Then it's Allen. Then it's Curry. And it's Warren in at the 3 spot. Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player, has the size to bang and the athleticism, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegian. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on. So it's the Jazz now. After the basket by San Antonio. Watson with a screen on Plumlee. Wade kicks to Mirotic. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy. Not that strong, but more aggressive than you'd think.
And here's Wade after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Wade outside. To the paint, and Turner kicks to Lawson. Shoots the three. That drops. Lawson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And back to Mirotic last season. Per 36 minutes, he averaged 18 points, 9 rebounds. He was also a tremendous foul shooter for a rookie big and made the all-rookie first team, was second in Rookie of the Year voting. I mean, what more could you ask for?
The Jazz making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Plumlee with a screen on Lawson. Curry kicks to Plumlee, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Here's Mirotic after the basket by San Antonio. Lawson from outside, and Utah another three.
And, you know, for Mirotic, his value extends to the defensive end as well. He did a surprisingly good job of racking up blocks and steals last season. You have to believe that if he improves his power and consistency, an all-star nod isn't so far off.
Wade kicks to Mirotic. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Curry against Wade. Curry dishes to Warren. The three, and it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Crowder, the pass to Noel. And Mirotic kicks to Noel. Back to Mirotic. Nice ball movement by Utah. Stolen by Warren. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
For the Jazz, Johnson, he's checked in for Mirotic. Williams comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Smith subbed in for Ty Lawson.
And guys, more and more, we're seeing the league try to protect the health of the players. I mean, you see the evidence on the court. Over the last 5 years, the league has cut down the number of cameramen along the baselines in half, giving these great athletes a little more runway to land safely.
Now Randall, after the missed three from Joe Johnson. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Nobody near Williams. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Williams has got his second bucket of the night. San Antonio's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. And watching Jay Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And you know, not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big three out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
You know, looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
Turner's checked in for the Jazz. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Randall. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Smith, no luck.
You know, when you talk about Jay Crowder, there are those that you win because of, and then there are guys like him that you win with. I mean, the guy who's going to take the charge, commit the hard foul, do what others won't, really shows the heart of a champion. And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
And Williams, here we go. Hibbert pulls it in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And he gets it to go. 9 points for Kevin Martin.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Williams a screen. There's a good screen. Will it go? The drive by Smith. The shot is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And even though they're one of the top teams, they dropped the season series to this squad. So sometimes matchups play a role.
Yeah, sometimes matchups do, but I don't think they're interested in looking at that. They want to come back strong and show they're the better team this time around.
The Jazz making a switch here. Calderon's checked in. And Hibbert hits them both. Utah's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Williams. Dishes it to Turner. Shot from 12. No good. And as we conclude the third quarter.
It's time to get away. It's time to get away.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hi there, folks. Ernie Johnson here, aided once again by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to be together again as the NBA regular season wraps up and playoff fever starting to set in. Are you feeling it, Kenny?
Oh, I feel that playoff fever.
Yes, we do.
Hey, we don't have to pay for this song. Why? Because I made it up in my head.
I'm the backhand guy.
Yeah.
Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. Checking out the Trail Blazers. This is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. Kenny, final game of the regular season. It has been an exciting one, but now we look ahead to the playoffs, and they're just around the corner.
I am so happy that the playoffs are starting, man. This is what I'm waiting for. This is when the real season begins. You know, all that energy and emotion that you had and effort that you saw in the 82 games this year, Ernie?
Yeah.
Well, times that by 10.
You know, for the top teams, this is when it gets fun.
The starting lineup for the visiting Portland Trail Blazers. At small forward. At shooting guard. 6 feet 7 inches. Number 23. Kevin Martin. At power forward. At 6 foot 9 inches, number 0, Julius Randle. At the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 12, TJ Warren. At the center position, standing 6'11", number 24, Mason Plumlee. The other guard, at 6'3", number 30, Stephen Curry. Your head coach is Greg Popovich. Ladies and gentlemen, your San Antonio team.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. For the Portland Trail Blazers, they won their last contest, that game against Sacramento. And they barely squeaked by with that one, edging out by just 1 point.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault. And
this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. San Antonio on defense. Oh, that's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what?
Man.
That man can climb a ladder.
Back to Curry. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Warren. Martin's got his first points in this one.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Unloads from 13. And another basket for San Antonio.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Picked by Randolph. And Lamb kicks to Adams. Breaks a big height bounce and goes in. Adams has got his first 2 points of the night. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Here's Westbrook. At the elbow, Randolph. Randolph draws the double. For three, Westbrook. It's hauled in by Warren. San Antonio leading by 4. Lets it fly. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Randolph against Randall. And Curry pulls it down. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Martin with the bucket.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Randolph in the posts. He's defended by Randall, and the call will be against Julius Randall. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Ed Davis is checked in for Randolph. Shumpert comes in for Damari Carroll, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Jeremy Lamb. Shot clock at 6. Westbrook drives in. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Curry.
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Allen's checked in for Curry. And Portland with a change here, too. Portis is checked in. Here's Westbrook. Here's Clarkson. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. San Antonio leading by 10. Covington inside the line, and it's San Antonio with another.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Unloads from 13. That's good.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
Here's Hibbert, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
And that one's good. Westbrook. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the night. San Antonio leading by 10. Allen kicks to Hibbert. Shoots from the baseline. That doesn't go either for Hibbert.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably. And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And the jumper falls for him.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Not sure you can play any better offensively.
Very few bumps in the road so far. It's been an easy ride for him.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Zach Randolph is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's Clarkson in at the 1.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Back to Curry. Lets the 3 fly, and again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Carroll kicks to Clarkson. Plumlee with some nice D. San Antonio leading by 11. Here's Martin. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Kevin Martin.
First free throw is good.
Excellent night from Martin. He's got 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Trailblazers trail by 13. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Inside, stolen by Warren.
Heads up interior defense there. He was ready for that entry pass.
And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from Plumlee. And it's 13 points for Steph Curry.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Now, here's Clarkson, guarded by Curry. The shot by Clarkson, no good. San Antonio leading by 15. Here's Randall. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Pass to Carroll. Kicks it to Randolph. To stop the run. Oh!
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Three-pointer, Martin. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one. Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded. He makes that one drop, only a second in 5 tries.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Trailblazers trail by 13. Pass to Carroll from the arc. The shot is off, and San Antonio will go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. Curry with it. He's picked up by Lamb. Martin kicks to Curry. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
And it's Warren with the jam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And finished off by Martin.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Stoudemire's checked in for San Antonio. Robert Covington comes in for T.J. Warren. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Portland. Westbrook comes in for Clarkson. That's good.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
And the basket by Curry.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half, filling it up.
Westbrook kicks to Shumpert. Picked by Randolph. Here's Westbrook. The shot, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Lamb with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Randall. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
In a league that's becoming more and more pick-and-roll oriented, Zach Randolph is more of a throwback, if you will. I mean, he likes to back his man down and battle for those offensive rebounds.
Davis is checked in for Portland. Portis comes in for Lamb. Oh, I love the power forward. Zach Randolph always seems to carve out space, the space he needs to play well.
Yeah, he's unorthodox but extremely gifted. A nice blend of physicality with high skill level, especially when you talk about shooting the ball.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. The strategy included running the offense through Russell Westbrook. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. He also said he wants them going hard to the boards at both ends of the floor, not just the defensive backboards. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
And thanks for that story, Doris.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game. And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They are a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
The drive by Shumpert. Back to Davis. Clock at 6. And Shumpert kicks to Davis. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
And I don't know if anybody can tell you what he was thinking, because I certainly have no idea.
Passes it to Allen. It's stolen by Carroll. Outside Shumpert to the left wing. Unloads from 13. Another miss by Westbrook.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And that one's good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
A dominating first half of basketball. And so...
Yes, Kevin,
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. We have amped up home crowd. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He ended up with 19 points, 2 steals, and 4 rebounds. That's going to do it for now, as the second half is just about ready to get...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. 19 points. And talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow. Unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
Warren is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Curry. Then there's Martin. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Carroll, no one around him. The three-pointer off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Randall against Randolph. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Zach Randolph getting up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Zebo, and he's aging gracefully.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Shoots from 12. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep, the long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
That is in the gym range, partner. Kevin, he can pull up and knock it down from anywhere. You hear me? From anywhere.
And you know there's really no bad shot for a guy like him when he's firing a 3 like that.
Now a timeout called by Portland. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He told his guys, when we've got the ball, let's take it right into the teeth of the defense. Attacking the basket is going to be their MO. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the 4th quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And he gets the bucket.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
And Westbrook, here we go. That doesn't go, but he's 5 for 11.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
They set the pick. Carroll dishes to Randolph. He feeds it to Carroll. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's Westbrook again missing. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 14-5 run here. Can't get it to go.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Curry passes to Randall. Back to Curry. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Lamb. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd. Here's Westbrook. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Westbrook's got 12.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Carroll kicks to Westbrook. Drops in the layup for 2. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Here's Randolph. Misses off the right iron. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the 3rd. And that one's good. 9 points for T.J. Warren.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
Lamb dishes to Randolph. Randolph missing again. For San Antonio, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great 3rd quarter for them offensively. And there's the pass to Martin. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Plumlee. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Ed Davis is checked in for Adams. Portis comes in for Zach Randolph. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Damari Carroll. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Jeremy Lamb. It's stolen by Allen. Covington passes to Allen. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Allen's got his first points of the night.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Outside jumper. Pass to Portis. Dishes it to Clarkson. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And San Antonio shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Covington with the bucket.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
He's covered by Westbrook. It's deflected. The three-quarter.